Looking back on this past year at the University of Virginia, we've had our lows, we've had our highs, and everything in between. But through it all, we have shown our community and the world that we are not just resilient, that we can and we will lead. In the wake of the tragic events of August 11th and 12th, we reclaimed our grounds with a candlelight vigil, rejecting hate and showing the world that we are strongest as a community when we stand together. And 1 month later, we had 50,000 people come together for the Concert for Charlottesville, where some of the world's most incredible performers created an unforgettable evening of unity and healing. Now let's take a look at some of the other remarkable feats that happened right here on grounds. In October, the university began its commemoration of the Bison Titties. Generations of alums joined students, faculty, staff, and friends of the university to celebrate the momentous event and look forward to the next century. And speaking of our next century, we'll be starting it off under a new president, as UVA Law School alum James Ryan was announced as our 9th president of the university. Welcome back to grounds, and a heartfelt thank you to President Teresa Sullivan. Not long after that, the Board of Visitors approved the construction of the Memorial for Enslaved Laborers at the university. We also had our 14th annual Pancakes for Parkinson's event, yet again, one of UVA's largest philanthropic efforts. And you could say it was pretty good. And speaking of giving back, the UVA family set a new record on Giving to Who's Day, raising over $4 million in a single 24-hour period. And every year, it seems like the kids at trick-or-treating on the lawn find even more creative ways to dress up as their favorite heroes and characters. Even I couldn't help being a part of the fun. Then, we wrapped up the year with lighting of the lawn, where we saw our largest crowd ever. And of course, we can't forget the outstanding accomplishments of our athletic community. Carla Williams joined our ranks as the new athletics director, and very quickly saw UVA at its finest. Athletes from across grounds made sure we were well represented in ACC and NCAA tournaments this year. Our football team qualified for the Military Bowl, making our first bowl game appearance since 2011. And as always, our men's basketball team gave us all the season of a lifetime, as we became the first NCAA team to start unranked and finish the regular season in the #1 slot, and then went on to beat UNC for the ACC championship. And ESPN returned to grounds yet again for another college game day with the greatest fans in the ACC. And of course, academics and research always shine here. 2 of our students, Atia Latif and Jack Chelman, received Marshall scholarships. Another 12 UVA students and alumni won Fulbright scholarships this academic year, making UVA one of the top Fulbright universities in the country. As for research, well, it's everywhere. Our professors and students are working on breakthroughs in the treatment of diabetes, helping Virginia's coastal communities handle rising sea levels, and working to envision a world filled with self-driving cars. The list is pretty much endless. And finally, this will be my last year in review video for UVA, as the class of 2018 and I are packing up the textbooks and picking up the tassels for our final walk down the lawn. But know that as we leave this university and travel near and far, we take a piece of it with us, within our memories and in our hearts. And we will always have a home to return to. Wahoo Wah.